if this was a plant, I'd say the way you're describing it, it's a perennial. Are they all like that? Are some just a one-time thing? And even the ones that are perennial, if we're going to use that, maybe there's a better word that makes more sense to mushroom people.
Hmm.
But are they in perpetuity, or is there like something they're using up? Are they gone after a certain point in time, or that sort of thing?
Great question.
All right,
That's a great question. We'll use the one cap mushroom as an
sure.
example again because it's such a great one to integrate into your garden. Can be grown in straw or wood chips or sawdust that you mulch at the base of plants. And so that's a really a good partnership in your garden because you're mulching it and keeping the water in. And
Yeah.
as the wine cap mycelium grows through the straw and wood chips, it's consuming that as its food, and
Mm,
then it's decomposing and adding to the soil health. So that's a great partnership there. Now,
mm,
as it grows and consumes the straw and the wood chips, there is a bit of a limited supply. So you can, for a wine cap bed, you can keep it as like a perennial if you keep feeding it. So like in the fall, you'd lay another layer of straw or wood chips down on top of the bed to add more food for the mushroom mycelium to
okay.
grow with.
Okay. So as long as you're maintaining your mulch, I mean, this is for garden. Most of my gardeners, my whole garden, everything's mulched all the time. The walking paths are mulched. The beds are everything's just it's mulched all the time. So in the walking paths, especially. So in principle, every other year I add like 3 inches of wood chips, of
Perfect.
just random wood chips. There's also that was the other thing. One of the people asked. No, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So we'll talk about mediums in a second here.
Okay.
Um, so they're annual so long as the resources they need are available.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward term for fungi. Like
Sorry,
there
not
are
perennial.
some,
That's what I said. But
yeah, there are some fungi. Like I kind of think of all the fruiting bodies in that sense. Like I think this is a very perishable. It'll come up in the garden and be gone within weeks. The mycelium that it's arising from, it continues to grow and is
mm,
perennial. But there's some mushrooms like you see on trees like conchs, hard woody
mm.
like conch shelf like fungus that are perennial fruiting bodies. So year after year they add more growth to them like a tree does growing tree rings.
Oh,
So
like that. What's
it's
that
kind of a
famous one that everybody thinks is a health remedy for just about everything? Uh,
there's
it's
chaga and
chaga. Yeah, it's like gold.
yeah,
There's a lot. They actually have it back here behind the house here.
yeah,
A whole birch trees
perfect.
where it grows. Yeah, chaga.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
a
the
good
sort of thing that's
example of
perennial,
a
getting bigger and
perennial
bigger.
fruit body.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
which is arising from a fungal mycelium that's within the tree.
That's right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So they're kind of perennial, but not exactly, and kind of annual, but not exactly.
yeah.
But
You can keep a wine cap going in perpetuity. It might, as long as you keep feeding it more food.
does the wine cap
Um,
spread? Like, so let's say, I mean, all I did when I planted them was I dug up a little hole the way like a dog would bury a bone. And then I just sprinkled that pixie dust I bought from you in, in the hole and then put the wood chips back. So let's say I dug a hole that's 6 inches in diameter. Uh, are the mushrooms just going to be growing there, or are they going to sort of spread and go everywhere? Everywhere there's stuff to eat, they'll just take over the whole thing.
they can spread. There's a lot going on in your soil.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the wine cap, if you dug into that area where you planted them originally, you
Right.
could take hunks of that mycelium growing in the wood chips and spread it to new locations in your garden.
Right.
So you can intentionally spread it like that. You can also spread it um, by taking the cap. Like if you have ones that are past their prime for eating, you can move the cap and just lay the cap down somewhere else, and the spores are going to drop out and potentially
Oh,
going to start growing where you put the cap down.
right.
Um, on their own, I do find wine cap mycelium. I will find wine caps popping out way beyond where I've planted them.
Filaments travel.
They
I see.
do. They
Yeah.
travel looking for new food sources,
I see.
and ultimately, if they're running out food or getting, this is their strategy of finding more food in the wild. They create a reproductive structure, make spores, and the spores blow in the wind to find a new fallen tree or something.